Whether you're here from US, Europe, Mexico, South America, Southeast Asia, or anywhere else around the world, I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. This channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So no matter where you are joined from, I hope you can feel a I hope you can feel a sense of peace, inspiration, and connection in this little corner of internet. So, who is Mr. Xuemo and why should you care about his work? Xuemo is one of the most prolific and inspiring authors from Western China, and his story bridges Eastern wisdom and human emotions, and offering readers around the world deep insight and timeless inspiration. So, if you love meaningful story, profound thoughts, and beautifully written books, you're absolutely in the right place. Reading is not only about getting knowledge, it's a way to nourish the soul, to remember who we are, and to discover peace and clarity. So don't scroll past, my friend. Hit the follow button and subscribe our channel and stay with us. We go live different times every day, bringing you fun stories, inspiring talks, and good vibes. This is a space full of warmth, positivity, and love. So may you sit at home right here and give us a like and drop a comment below if you have any questions. And let's spend a wonderful time together right here. So today I'm going to sharing you a life-saving book written by Chinese author Xuemo. Okay. Hi, my friend. Welcome. Okay, this is Louis from Western China. Yeah. So I'm going to show you a life-changing book, a powerful book written by Chinese spiritual writer and realized being Xuemo. The world is a reflection of the mind. This book, okay, so talk about Mr. Xuemo, why Mr. Xuemo write this book. This book start out as a way to help Mr. Xuemo's son get through the mental crisis. You know that Mr. Xuemo's son was born in 1987. And then Mr. Xuemo started his 20 years Muhammad's yoga practice from 1988. So it means that Mr. Xuemo's son was 1 year old, and Mr. Xuemo left his home and started 20 years Muhammad's yoga practice. Yeah, and then Mr. Xuemo's son, he grew up with his grandfather and his mother. Yeah. So about 15 years ago, Mr. Xuemo's father-in-law just passed away, and then Mr. Xuemo's son saw his grandfather's body was burning in the fire. So, and then Mr. Xuemo's son get through a mental crisis. So just to help him out of the mental crisis, and our author Xuemo wrote this book. The world is a reflection of the mind. So Mr. Xuemo said, my son once felt that life was meaningless and got stuck in anxiety and pain. To help him, I told him a real opponent isn't the outside world. It is our own mind. What we need to conquer mostly are the desire, greed, ignorance, and hatred buried deep inside us. Yeah? From a personal crisis to a universal calling, this realization inspired Mr. Xuemo to write a series of culture works, including the True Heart, Literary Spirit, Beyond Emptiness, and Largest Inner Thoughts, and Xuemo's Wisdom Courses, and Buddha's Wisdom, and Luminar Muhammadja, a series of culture works over the next decades. So, and this book struck a chord with people anywhere. As Mr. Xuemo put in, my son's suffering is the suffering of society, and personal struggles are global issue. Writer Xuemo's work fall into two categories, literary and cultural. Mr. Xuemo's literary work, such as The Sun or the Block Beings in the Dead of Night, lay bare the evil of human nature in extreme circumstances. So let's talk about the sun or the block beings in the dead of night. So, and the story, it comes from the novels of the causes of Xixia Kingdom. Okay, in about 19 in about 1915 to 1916s. Okay, from 1950 to 1960s. So a lot of people just pass away just because of the stuff. They have nothing to eat. They have nothing to eat due to the giant progress. The giant progress, and then all the people eat a lot of things, and then a lot of people cannot have nothing to eat. So some of, can you imagine that? The people will eat the root of the grass. They eat they eat the trees leaves. Okay, they soak anything they want to eat there, but they have nothing for them to eat. Hi, Mr. Perfect. Okay, Mr. Perfect. Okay, hi. Okay, so glad to see you again. Okay, so how's your girlfriend? How's your girlfriend? How's your girlfriend? Okay, Mr. Perfect. So in the years of 1960s, a lot of people just pass away because they have not enough food to eat. And then a girl, Snow Feather, a girl, she just visit her uncle and her auntie. Okay, during that period, in the tough periods. So during the midnight, you know the art of letting go? Yeah, you have to let it go. Anything is impermanent. Anything is impermanent. Actually, that's this book talking about. The world is a reflection of the mind. So, and I'm going to show you the story about one story from the causes of Xixia Kingdom. A girl, she just come to visit her uncle and her auntie. During a period, no, the people have nothing to eat. Okay, and the girl was Snow Feather. Snow Feather was wake up because her uncle and her auntie are making the noise. Okay, I'm making the noise, making the noise. And then the girl asked her uncle and her auntie, "Hey, auntie, what are you eating? What are you eating?" And then her uncle and her auntie's answer is that, "I'm eating the block beans. I'm eating the block beans." Yeah, I'm eating the block beans. So can you imagine that? What is that eating? Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Okay. So let's continue to talk about the story. Okay, of the girl. Actually, do you know, as a period in 1960s, the people have nothing to eat. So the girl's uncle and her auntie are eating the block beans. Can you imagine that? Actually, they're eating the finger from the human. Okay? They're eating the finger from the human. So, and that story and our Autonomous literally was, okay, lay bare the evil of human nature in extreme circumstance. On the other hand, our autonomous culture was such as the world is a reflection of the mind. Okay? This word aimed to eliminate the human nature like the sun. These two sides are like two wings to our author Xuemo. You can do without either one. You can do without either one. Yeah. So this book, The World is a Reflection of the Mind, are rooted in traditional Eastern wisdom and tailored to the mental dilemmas of modern people, such as anxiety and confusion. Okay? So the first part about the book, the world we perceive is shaped by the mind. The book puts forward the core proposition that the trouble and pain people feel in life are not inherent in the world itself, but mostly created by their own mind. Yeah, those negative emotions like anxiety, annoyance, and confusions often stem from people's obsession, prejudice, and excessive desires, rather than the objective difficulties, just as the reflection changes with the object and the state of the water. So our perception and attitude toward the world are completely dominated by the state of our own mind. When our mind is filled with greed, anger, suspicion, the world we see will be full of conflict, darkness, okay, and darkness. So when our mind is calm, open, and peaceful, we can also find the peace and warmth in the same way. Yeah. So that is the first part about the book. The world is a reflection of the mind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Perfect, you're growing up. You're growing up. Okay. Congratulations. Okay. Letting go is it means that you're growing up. Okay. So, and the second part about the book, impermanence. Impermanence is the true feature of life, and obsession leads to suffering. Yeah. So, Mr. Schumann emphasizes that the impermanence is an unavoidable truth of the world. Nothing in life, whether the wealth, fame, relationship, even our physical state, cannot last forever. Cannot last forever, yeah, my friend. Many people fall into extreme pain because they are obsessed with the pursuit of permanence. Hi, J, JN, JN, nice to meet you. Yeah, it looks like the Jainism. So that is the wisdom from the Oriental. For the Oriental, our original write the books of the world is the reflection of the mind. Yeah, my friend. Jay Enta, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Paku. I'm from China. Western China. Mama, where is mom? Are you new? So what do you mean that what is mama? What was the madam? Yeah, what's the madam? Yeah, the madam is Joanna and Wendy. Yeah. So I'm Louis, my friend. So I'm old right here. I'm old right here. Okay, Paku. You mean Joanna? Yeah, or Wendy? Yeah, Wendy. She just go to. Yeah, you have possessions of me is the reflection of you. Okay? Yeah, yeah, you're right. So the world is the reflection of the mind, okay? J enter. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. You know that Mr. Shem was okay. When we know that the world is a reflection of the mind, that is the first step we get rid of pain. So a lot of reader after they reading this book, they say this book is a life-saving book. Okay, I'm going to sharing one story about my rarity. My rarity, yeah. 5 years ago, my brother-in-law was almost broken, was almost broke. His company was almost broken. Yeah, and then he got a mental crisis. He got a serious illness of worries and anything. Yeah, and also, you know that. And then she found his life just the suffering, and then anything is the suffering of his life, and he just want this end this suffering life and to commit suicide. But fortunately, he didn't. And then my wife sent a book to him, my brother-in-law. That's my wife's elder brother. Yeah, and then, do you know what happened? So, as a mental crisis people, he cannot read a book. And then my wife will read the book for his brother, for her brother. My wife will read the books for her brother every evening, 2 hours a day. So after 3 months later, okay, the book was finished. Okay, and he listened the he listened my wife read the book for him, and then he found that the life is just a impermanent. The world is just impermanent, and then after she read the books by my wife, okay, and then he's become better and better, okay. The book just healing her mental crisis, just me healing her mental crisis, and then she cheered up, and then he cheered up and start his company again. So now about last year, okay, my brother-in-law come to our academy and he told me that. So during the tough periods on his life, okay, he said that thank you so much for my wife to accompany with him, okay. So my wife's accompany and the books of our author Xuemo, okay, the word is a reflection of the mind, save his life, okay. Who is my best friend, okay, Mr. Perfect. I thought that my best friend is one of my friend from middle school, and then and after he borrowed me, okay, after he lent me some money, okay, he lent me the money from me, he lent the money from me, and then he's disappearing. So the relationship of us is just the impermanence, okay? It's just the impermanence for us, okay? Yeah. So I thought him is my best friend of my life, but many years later he was disappearing. Okay, when I sent him the text message and he didn't answer me. Okay, when I call him, yeah, that is a true story. That's a true story. Yeah, that's a true story. Yeah. So that's the true story. So sometimes I just thought about that. Okay, I lend him the money. I just give him the money, not lend him the money. Okay, yeah. So that is the real story. So I found that everything is impermanent, and also my my wife's brother said he said that okay, in her tough periods of his life, there's a call when he was standing on the balcony. There is a calling in his mind. Just jump out the building. Just jump out the building and this suffering life. But fortunately, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. Okay, he didn't do that. Mr. Perfect. Yeah, that's. I just told you that my best friend is my one of my friend when I since we are from middle school. Yeah, so we are the friends for about many years, and then after he lends some money from me, and then he's disappearing. Yeah, and I sent him the text message. Which which one? Ah, okay, you say anything. If the things are not belong to you, why these things appear in your life? You mean that? So you mean that people appear in your life just to make you make another big progress? Yeah. So that people made the obstacle to you. The people made the obstacle to you. He's the Buddha in your life. He's the Buddha in your life, and then he can make you become achieve yourself. Okay, you know that our author always said he when he was a primary teacher when he was a Chinese teacher in primary school, the principals are making many obstacles to Mr. Xuemo. Okay, hi Ricky, yeah. Yeah, the lecture, the text message is record. Yeah, yeah. And you mean the text message is record? Yeah, yeah. You're right, Ricky. Okay, Ricky. How's anything? How's anything? Is your head become better now? So, so I just think about that. Uh, maybe some people will see the messages, but that's okay, okay, Ricky, you know that. Ricky, Ricky, you know that, so there is some kind of message what was record in the universe. So when the message was when the when the message was finished, okay, it will record in the universe. There is some kind of Buddha's wisdom. Okay, so let's continue to talk about the story of my brother-in-law. And then he told me that fortunately, he didn't jump off the building. Okay, he didn't jump off the building. Okay, and then my wife read the books for my brother-in-law and saved his life and saved his life. And now my brother-in-law are always listening the book from the Himalayan. That is a platform in China. There's a platform in China. He was reading the books of the Buddha's wisdom, the Buddha's wisdom, the Buddha's wisdom. Yeah. Uh, maybe sometimes. Yeah. So actually, all the people are monitored by the government. All the people are monitored by the government. So have you ever know about the news about the iPhone? The iPhone. So when the people use the iPhone, so all their the government has access. Yeah, has the access. Yes. So you know that also, even iPhone, the company of iPhone, he also have the access. He also have the access. Yeah. 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 And there is a engineer. An engineer. Okay, in about how many years ago? About 20 years ago. Right, 20 years ago, an engineer. Okay, he said that all the users at the iPhone company have their access. Okay, so and then this man just now he's living in Russia. He's living in Russia. The man, I forgot the name of that man. Okay, the engineer from iPhone company. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the story about the book. Okay, let's continue to talk about the book. The world is a reflection of the mind. The world is a reflection of the mind. Hi, Edward. Yeah, Edward Snowden. Yeah, Edward Snowden. Yeah. User. Okay, welcome back. Okay, welcome back, my friend. Okay. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, talk about the book. The world is a reflection of the mind. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't talk anything about not good to the government. Okay, we just talk about the book, the literature, and the culture. Yeah, you know that, Mr. Perfect. So Mr. Xuemo emphasized and our internet was got the permission by the government. Okay, so even though I do the live sessions in Western China, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But that's okay. Okay. And how to say that? So we do the live session in China to according to the Guang Chong. What do you mean that? Chong Chang Dang. Okay, I got that. Yeah, I got that. 共产党万岁. So let's continue to talk about the book of this book. Okay, Mr. Xuemo emphasized that the impermanence is an unavoidable truth of the world. Nothing in life, whether with the wealth, fame, relationship, and even our physical state, cannot last forever. So it's millions in valuation. I don't know. Okay, you know that a lot of our authorship's money, okay, a lot of the company's money are donated to the people who need that. Yeah. No, actually, Mr. Xuemo has very little money. Okay. He donate all the money to the culture. Okay, to the culture. Yeah. Luis is a millionaire. About Hmm, actually, maybe, I don't know, Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect, okay, I don't know, maybe, yeah. So, you know that Mr. Schumer just donate a lot of money to a lot of countries and a lot of libraries and a lot of, so you know that, so when our Orasimus was translated into another language, there's a big money, there's a big money. So, for example, Ricky, so if you're a technologist in China. Okay, so if you come to China, so now I live in Gansu province, Hubei city, yeah, Hubei city. So you have to apply to visit our academy. So you can see me in Xuemo Academy in Hubei city, yeah, in Hubei city. So and then Mr. Schumer said that many people fall into extreme pain because they are upset with the pursuit of permanence. They cling to what they have and fear losing it and are eager to get what they don't have. This kind of dumb acceptance made the mind trapped in endless worries. The book, this book points out that recognizing the impermanence of all things is not a kind of pessimism, but the first step to get rid of pain. And this book, if you help readers understand that life, it is like a dream. It is like a passing dream. I don't know, maybe no. So you send me the email. I didn't got the email from you. I didn't got the email from you, okay? Are you sure you are sending the email for me? And I checked my email. No, I didn't got the email. I didn't got any email messages. Okay? Yeah. Okay, you come to US. So you know that actually, Mr. Schumer want to send me to. Okay. Yeah. So Mr. Sherman just want to send me to US, yeah, into Chicago, into Chicago, yeah. And then when I go to the US immigrant agency, so I got the I got the rejection from the agency, yeah, and I do the interview in the American immigrant agency with one of my friends. Yeah, I got the rejection. Yeah. So let's need talk about the book. Let's need talk about the book of the world is the reflection of the mind. Yeah. So this book point out that recognizing the impermanence of all things is not a kind of pessimism, but the first step to get rid of pain. And this book, it will help us understand that life is like a dream. CID, CIA, okay, and and only by letting go of unrealistic fantasies can we avoid being hurt by the change of the mind. Can we hurt by the change of the world? You know that the world was always changing. Anything is just always changing. Yeah. So. Can I talk with the raw Indian? No, no, that's not so good to talk about that, my friend. It's not so good to talk about that. So let's continue talk about the book right here. I'm going to share you another story about this book. I'm going to share you another story of this book. That's why the readers say this book is a life-saving book. Yeah, a life-saving book. And then you know that this book we have the English editions and the Chinese editions and the bilingual editions and also the Spanish editions. The Spanish editions right here. Yeah. Okay. Title as the world is a reflection of the mind. Okay. The world is a reflection of the mind. So this book, the Spanish editions, was translated by Liliana Azoska. Liliana Azoska. Okay. Liliana Azoska, she is the professor of College of Mexico. is also the interpreter of Mexican president. Yeah, and, and the professor Liliana Asoska. She got okay. Mm, no, actually no. So we just talk about the literature and the cultures, okay, through the email, through the email. But I was speaking Mr. Prophet on chat. Yeah. So let's talk about the story of Liliana, okay, the Mexican translator. So in the years of 2020, Liliana's mother just passed away. Liliana's mother passed away, and Liliana got a mental crisis. Okay, Liliana got a serious illness of worries and sick. Yeah, and then she worried about anything around her. She worried about any people around her. Yeah. So and then she got a mental crisis, and she remember that when she go to China to join the Beijing International Book Fair, and then he got a book written by Chinese author Xuemo. The world is a reflection of mind. And then she was so curious, okay? She and she just wanted to say that, okay, so I want to try read some books from Western China, from Western China, from Oriental. And then he started to read his book. And then after he read the books from author Xuemo, the world is a reflection of mind. Do you know what happens? You know what happens? So, and she is feeling better. She's feeling better. She's feeling better. Yeah, she was feeling better, and then she emailed to our author Xuemo that she wanted to translate this book into Spanish. In Spanish. Yeah. So Liliana Asoska, he wanted to translate this book into Spanish. Yeah. And then after she got the permission from our author Xuemo, and then she started translate this book into Spanish. And there's something powerful happens, there's something magic happens after Liliana's translation. After Liliana finished her translation of this book, okay, the world is a reflection of mind. And then she speaks, and she was hearing by this book. She was hearing by this book. That is why Liliana was always excited to share this book as a life-saving book written by Chinese author Xuemo. Yeah, she said that this book is an essential reading for us. So when you're in the tough periods in your life, so you have to read this book. When you are so this book is an essential reading for us, and then it can make us find the clarity in the chaos. Yeah. So actually, and this book saved Liliana's life, and Liliana Asoska are always sharing this book to her students. Yeah, she said that you have to read this book if you want to know about the Oriental wisdom. Okay, the wisdom from our author Xuemo. The world is a reflection of the mind. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm serious. Okay, I'm so serious now. Yeah. Okay, and then you know that. So I met Liliana in 2 years ago. Yeah, Ken, it's nice to meet you. Yeah. Okay, God bless you. Okay, God bless you. Okay, God bless you, my friend Ken's. Okay, Ken's. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Okay. So this channel is dedicated to sharing your spiritual wisdom and human wants found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So Ken's, if you're new here, don't forget to follow our channel. Ken's, where are you from? Are you from? Are you from U.S. or Western countries? Okay, or Western countries. So let's really talk about the book. Okay, the third part about the book. Changing the mind is a key to changing our fate and achieving freedom. The book argues that the essence of personal growth lies in the cultivation of the mind, and the goal of everyone's spiritual practice to be the old heart and to find our true heart. Yeah. So it points out that negative mentality such as discerning mind, suspicion, anger, and arrogance are the biggest obstacle to people to pursue of freedom and happiness. Yeah. For example, the habit of comparing with others often brings jealousy and inferiority. Uncontrollable anger will damage both interpersonal relationships and one's own physical and mental health. Yeah. So to this end, this book this book provides practical method closely linked to our daily life. Yeah, guiding us to stay awake in trivial matters, listen to our inner voices, and maintain a sense of awareness without distracting thoughts. Through such continuous training, the mind can be gradually purified. Yeah, so that's the book written by author Xuemo, a life-saving book written by author Xuemo. The world is a reflection of the mind. So this book also describes one of Mr. Xuemo's student story, one a member of Xuemo's team. So girl, the girl, she was accompanied with our author Xuemo for more than 8 years, for maybe 8 years. Yeah. So I'm going to show you a story about that ladies in this book. Okay. Also, you can read the story in this book. Okay. Mm, the lady is called Miss Chen. Miss Chen. Okay, Miss Chen. Yeah. So and she is a lady who want to hold anything around her control. Okay. Okay. So he was talking a story to our author Xuemo. Okay. One day, he just called to her husband. He just called her husband there 3 hours ago. She just called her husband and asked her husband to discuss about what they're eating during for the dinner. And after 2 hours later, she got a terrible news from her husband's friend. Her husband passed away in the football field. Her husband are playing the football in the football field in his spare time. And then, and then, do you know what happened to this lady? The lady said he just planning to take his wedding dress photos of 2 months later, and then 3 months later they are going to for their honeymoon for traveling. Yeah, and after half years, 6 months later, they want to have their baby, and after 2 years later, they want to go back to her husband's hometown. Okay, for the girls. Okay, Yama, nice to. Okay, so glad to see you again, Yama. Okay, so I'm going to show you this story. Hey, okay, so glad to see you again. Okay, Yama, how's anything, my friend Yama? Yeah. So, okay, there's some some audio issues right here. So I restart it. So I restart. Okay, so I restart. Uh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is there? I have some problem right here. So I restart. Yeah, there's some kind of audio issues. So I restart the live session. Yeah. Okay. I just wait a minute. I will restart the live sessions. Okay. Okay. I will restart the live sessions. Okay. Just wait a minute.